pat on her back. Nicholl bows down before Kate put duty before self, Sparks' opinion as queen-to-be. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge may be poised for Christmas heartbreak, as she prepares to make a huge sacrifice this festive season, a royal expert has said. Expert Katie Nicholl has explained that the future queen puts duty before self, meaning that this year she will forfeit spending Christmas with the Middleton family in order to rally around the Queen instead. This year will be the first Christmas the Queen spends without her late husband Prince Philip, and also comes in the wake of a series of health issues faced by the 95-year-old. So there is a sacrifice on Kate's part because Christmas is a very big thing for the Middleton family, but they put the Queen first and make sure they are there on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day at Sandringham. But, it's probably a lot of fun for the Cambridge children that they get to celebrate Christmas twice, once with their great-grandmother and the royal family and then again with the Middletons at their Bucklebury home. Ms. Nicholl said, in the early years of being a family, they did try to alternate Christmas, one year with the Queen and the royal family and the next year with the Middletons, but Kate and William put duty before self and we can see that, more now than ever. Kate Middleton showed an eye for detail at the Victoria and Albert Museum today, as Meghan Markle hit out over her legal victory. The Duchess of Cambridge spent the morning viewing the museum's new Fabergé exhibition in London as the Duchess of Sussex won her battle against the Mail on Sunday. Meghan had sued the paper after it published a private letter she sent to her father Thomas Markle in 2018. And in a scathing statement after the ruling, she accused the publication of treating the case as a game with no rules. The Duchess added, "This is a victory not just for me, but for anyone who has ever felt scared to stand up for what's right." Her comments came as Kate, the first royal patron of the V&A, paid a visit to the museum's Fabergé in London, Romance to Revolution exhibition, featuring the largest collection of Fabergé's well-known imperial Easter eggs in a generation. The Duchess wore black wide-legged trousers, a patterned pussy bow blouse and a black face mask as she made her way through the display. She was accompanied on her tour, which lasted just under an hour, by V&A director Tristram Hunt and shown around by curator Ian McCarthy. Speaking after the visit, Mr. McCarthy said Kate had been fascinated by the whole subject. Kate Middleton is said to be weighed on an actual vintage scale before having Christmas dinner with Queen Elizabeth. Royal expert Ingrid Seward made this claim while speaking to Grazia. There she began by highlighting the importance of a family meal within Buckingham Palace and admitted that the festive period brings with it a whole host of traditions. One of which includes having to weigh oneself on a pair of antique scales. This happens before and after dinner and started back in the 1900s, during the reign of King Edward VII. He instated this rule because he wanted to make sure his guests ate to their heart's content during the holiday period. In an attempt to honor that age-old tradition, Kate Middleton and Prince William will also be made to take part. It will begin after the present-giving ceremony after tea and will conclude after some lethal martinis and a black-tie dinner. For those unversed with the rest of the night's events, Ms. Seward explained, the presents are laid out in the drawing room on trestle tables covered with white linen tablecloths. There will be an order of precedence, but the gifts won't be extravagant. There are mainly useful things, such as homemade jams, china or curios bought from country fairs. of the V&A, paid a visit to the museum's Fabergé in London, Romance to Revolution exhibition, featuring the largest collection of Fabergé's well-known imperial Easter eggs in a generation. The Duchess wore black wide-legged trousers, a patterned pussy bow blouse and a black face mask as she made her way through the display. She was accompanied on her tour, which lasted just under an hour, by V&A director Tristram Hunt and shown around by curator Ian McCarthy. Speaking after the visit, Mr. McCarthy said Kate had been fascinated by the whole subject. Kate Middleton is said to be weighed on an actual vintage scale before having Christmas dinner with Queen Elizabeth. Royal expert Ingrid Seward made this claim while speaking to Grazia. There she began by highlighting the